Hello, I am Amanda Gross, and I am going to demonstrate a game that I have developed in Unity with the asteroids for GPE 104. I'm just going to go back and forth this time. You have to have tank controls, that's the movement of the ship, a game manager, singleton, the controls again, trigger, whoops, and that's within the code. Hold on, let me go back again. A trigger, which is in the code, an object move to get the target's position to the enemy ship, and that it's seeking the target position, random range, like they're spawning in, destroy on collision so that you can fire, and that the enemy ships can kill you upon collision, destroy after delay, use of instantiate, bug and error free, comments, organization. All right, so here we go. And I'll probably just go back to that list again. I think that would probably be the easiest, but as soon as my game decides to play, here we go. Okay, so I do have movement. I can go fast, up and down, and I can turn slightly, and I'm probably going to die here because I need to hurry. But see, as soon as I have the bullets, they kill the aliens as long as you hit them. And the aliens are a random spawn, so like if I do it again, and if I play it again, oh, come on. A little bit quicker. Okay, see, so this time they're spawning. See, they spawn a different way. Now they're spawning over there. And I'm probably going to die this time, but that's okay because technically I'm supposed to die eventually anyway. And I did try to give my player. Okay, go ahead and take a look at some of the things and the things. So, but that was definitely tank controls. My ship moves back and forth. So game controls, game logic, they spawn. So we'll take a look at the use of the trigger and the target's position. All right, let's go and take a look at this next. It's gonna go pop back in here and okay. So now we'll just do movement first. Okay, this is my movement inside my program. I have a serialized field in all of it. The bullet spawn is how I'm able to get my bullets to spawn. And then they come out of the, I don't know, the guns of the ship, I guess you could say. I have a transform. I have the TF local position to get the vector. I have a vector 2 in this one, but I have a vector 3 in some of the others. I do have a get key down yet again. And if an else statement, true or false. And this is what is getting it to move, is a horizontal input and a vertical input with the delta time to get it to go forward and back and so on. In the game manager itself, to get the aliens to spawn, I have the, and to get them to spawn randomly with the numbers, like I have the number of aliens as 0, and I'll scroll down here in a minute so you can see that, and the maximum number of aliens, so that I don't think I can go over 4. I will have at least 4 in every time. Oh, I'm still looking for this trigger, aren't I? So I gotta go find the trigger. Oh, they do pop to the position, but that's inside the other code. Destroy after delay. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of that. Okay, so oops, oopsie daisies. Okay, back to game manager. Okay, so this is the destroy game object and destroy again. So if this if and else statement that destroys the object, so that would be destroy on completion. Destroy after delay, lifespan. I have a lifespan that I will show you here in just a second. Oh, by golly, I can't think right now. It's so late. I have a timer right there. So there's the timer. So that's the delay. That's part of the delay for the time, so that it will delay entering. And then I have let me see, a float timer up here, so that they wait also to spawn into the scene. Okay, so if we take a look at the pink asteroid, I have a serialized field again and a rigid body. Let's see. I have another, this time a vector 3, and a vector 3 to find the player's position, because the pink asteroid are my pink alien spaceships. So they've got to find the player. Once they seek the player, then they can move toward the player, which is part of the directions, or part of the sheet again. Let me go back to the sheet. I know it says something about find the, oh, there we go. Moving towards the target's position. So this is within object moving toward target position. And I just did that again. Why am I doing that? Okay. It's how late it is. Oh, and down here too, for the collision and game object and health, this is how the spaceships, my peak alien spaceships, can take damage, which is part of the assignment 2. Okay, so, and I think I did movement already. Yeah, I know. I definitely did movement already. Okay, bullets. Here is my code to get my bullets to spawn in. Again, I used a serial field and a float space. Let me see. This way it can take damage. That way the bullets cause damage, and as well as take damage upon itself, so eventually they disappear off the screen, and destroy the game object yet again. Oh, and this is the trigger. I almost forgot. So this is a trigger enter 2D and a collision, so that it will collide with the alien spaceships. Otherwise, if it doesn't collide, it won't take away the damage points for the health, and the aliens will, continue to have full health. So this is the trigger. When it said about a trigger, let me pop back again, because it asks about a trigger here. And I am not in the right space still. Okay, so here's the bullets. Let me see. Health SCS, sorry, I'm really late. Okay, so I've got a float health, and I just attached the health to all the enemy spaceships and to the player itself. And yet again with another destroy game objects. I know I have, let's see. I know I have more on trigger. So where did I put the rest of my trigger? Okay, so the bullets had trigger enter 2D with that collider. Where on earth did I have another trigger? This is the instantiate, before I forget. Because it has for us to have an instantiate too for the alien. So, or sorry, the asteroids, whatever you want to call them. And so I'm calling back the asteroid prefab, and this tells it to spawn in randomly. So that is in the project 2 random range. Okay, so that's that they just spawn in. Okay, so that's part of the random, and then use of instantiate is right there. Okay, so that covers a little bit of both of those. All over the place still. Okay, what was I looking for? I was looking for the other trigger, because I know I have another trigger in here someplace. I just gotta go find it. I don't know where I put my trigger. Let's see, that's the health component. It must be in movement. Do I have a trigger in the movement? Or do I not have a trigger in my... I thought for sure I had another... Oh, here also is use of instantiate to get my bullets and my bullet prefabs to work as well. I thought for sure I had another. Down here too, a timer again, and then this tells me number of aliens. So there is that part. I started to talk about that and then it stopped. So number of aliens greater than the max number of aliens greater than the number of aliens. So you don't have like 50 of them spawn outward everywhere direction and every which way. Okay, let me see what else. So if we took a look back at the inspector, I made the background, I just gave up and made it black. It was not cooperating. And this is about the background not cooperating with me. Let me see, but for the player, this is the, I want to say polygon, and that's not it. It's the collider. It is a polygon. Okay, so it's a polygon collider 2D to make it so that it hits, and the collider 2D is good, especially because the shape of the ship, so you want to use that one. Let me see, I have a sprite in here, is my starship, so that was my prefab that I put up here. I also have, the speed is 20, so I'm not going very fast, and the rotation speed is 30. I'm a slow-moving spaceship. In order for me to play, it's gonna have to be. Down here is the 100, so my guy can take up to 100 points of damage. Yay! Which is why it takes forever for him to die. Because I'm bad, I'll just live forever. Laser Beige 1 as my prefab is my bullet. And this is the bullet spawn, so that they will come out here and here. Okay, so there's the player. If I hit spawn locations, there you go. Okay, so those are my spawn locations that can pop out too. And I should have, I think, there it is. There's the bullets. Okay, so these will tell my bullets where to spawn, and that little circle is telling them where, so that it tells the bullets where to spawn as well. That is the information for that up there. Okay, and this is all about my spawn location. Game manager. All right, and I pulled them into the inspector too. So here is my spawn elements. A maximum number of aliens is 4. Wait time 2, so that's how long it's going to wait for them to come onto the thing. And let me see. Pink asteroid. I think we've seen it already. But they did have a health too. Their health was 40, if I can figure out how to get onto my health. Does it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so for my little pink, I named it ship pink prefab asteroid. I don't know what I was thinking. I was kind of like combining the two. I have no excuse. But it's where I called the sprite into the inspector. Speed is 40, see, so they're still kind of slow. And damage is 20, so they don't have much damage. Or, sorry, their health is 50. Blah. Their health is 50, but they only cause 20 damage when they wreck into you. So I'm making it so that I can live forever. And right here is the other kind of collider. So since it's kind of like an oval-shaped alien, so I ended up making a circle collider 2D because it fits around it really well to make the collider. Let me see, is there anything else in this checklist that I am missing? I used instantiate, I've commented on things. I do have a lifespan, a destroyed on collision. They do have a range. They roam around. They have a target's position. They follow the player. And if you press spacebar, oh, I forgot about that when you're firing, because I don't think to explain these things. Okay, but when I press play, go back to this again. Okay, so what I'm doing is if I press left, it turns it. If I press down, It goes that way. If I press up, it goes that way. I'm probably going to die in a minute, but oh well. I'm going this way, out of the way. Okay, what else was I going to say? Oh, spacebar. Spacebar is what shoots your bullets out of the ship. Okay, and that is in code as well. Let me go back to my code. To, let's see, so... and it has to do with the destroy objects again. Okay, so is that everything on this checklist? Did I talk about it all? I think I talked about it all. I'm pretty sure I did anyway. Oh, and did I go over my game manager? I probably didn't, did I? Oh, well, right there is my game manager. I started with it. So yes, of course I talked about the game manager. Okay, so, and that might be part of the organization. I'm not sure, but I do have the game manager in here. Oh, and that is also kind of like the whatchamacallit in here, the game manager singleton. There's that. So I do have a game manager in here and part of organization to get all of it. So I think I've covered all of this checklist. All right. Thank you.